We are nearing the end of our journey together in this course on photojournalism. It's extremely important that we keep our questions alive and keep reflecting on what we have learnt. What could be a more fitting way to conclude our course than to speak to one of the masters of photography in India, Mr. Navroze Contractor, as he answers questions of students about photography and photojournalism. We have with us Mr. Navroze Contractor in the studio, who is going to field questions from students of mass communication in Pondicherry University as they quiz him on photography and photojournalism.
First question is that, like in street and candid photography, how can you work faster with minimum equipments and with maximum adaptability in a busy environment? And the second question is that, what do you see in a frame as the first thing? And the third question is, like I have a 1855 lens for street photography, but sometimes that doesn't like satisfy my needs. So which lens would you prefer for street photography?
I will start with the question backwards. Okay. Now, you can do street photography or candid photography with a very big lens, so you don't have to go close, right? You can use if you have the means, or you can have a 18 to 55 millimeter lens, and you can be. Now, in the kind of photography that I've been doing and the kind of photographers that I've been following, one of the things that constantly comes up is that it is not good enough because you're not close enough. Okay, that's a line that worth remembering. Now, you can go close. If you have an 18 to 55 millimeter lens, then you have to go close, right? So when you have to go close, if you are shy, you won't go close. If you are scared, you will not go close, right? And if you are friendly, you will go close. If you are confident, you will go close. And if you don't mind rejection, you will also go close. Because when you go close, and then they come to know that you are taking a picture, So you have to wait there for a little while, let them get used to it, get pushed around a bit, and then take your frame. So I also use only 18 to 105 lens maximum. All the time I use that. I use a small camera, but the lens is rather big. But and I use very minimal equipment. And the other thing is that speed and what you are asking for is only comes with practice. Like he said, no, that what happens if my hand is shaken? Then reject. Let the subject shake, but your hand should not shake. The blur in the picture with the subject is different than your camera shake. So it's like that. But it's a good question. You must go into the, photography has got lots of equipment, and especially guys, they love equipment. So they buy big lenses, they buy big bodies, and they buy this and they buy that and everything like that. And then it's only a burden. You have to carry everything, and then everybody will say, oh man, what a photographer is. When he comes out, Gantoro, we can show one picture also, he can't show you, what he has taken. Now when you are shooting wildlife and you need massive lenses and all those things, that is a different discipline altogether. Today, even in wildlife, they are doing that. They are shooting with 1855. They put the cameras in the nest, they remote shoot it, and something that is shot so close in a bird's nest or eagle's nest, and something that is shot with 200 feet away, it is a different feeling altogether. But so wildlife is completely different. It's not my forte, but I appreciate wildlife photographers a lot because they have solid patience and time on their hands, and ability to be silent, and ability to hear, and ability to anticipate. And when you go to a market or when you go to a situation, you should anticipate a little bit. And that anticipation will only happen, like I was telling you yesterday, by observing, people. A performance photography makes you practice. It's a very good practice to shoot a dancer, for example, or sports, because they have all these rapid movements and they do things which are unexpected, you know. So to getting that, I love shooting sports. Absolutely, I love sports of all kinds. And one of the series I'm going to show you is about wrestling. So that I've been working on for 3 years now, on kusti or mud wrestling. You know.
Indeed, it's a great joy to be able to do a deep dive into the ocean of knowledge. We are going to keep diving, and we invite you to join us in the next video.